The Arena Amphitheatre was built in Verona in the 1st century AD, during the reign of the Roman Emperor Claudius, outside the city's walls. The Latin term arena refers to the sand that covered the central area where performances took place. The structure has an elliptical shape and rests on a large Roman concrete platform. On top of this base, square stone pillars and radial walls support the vaults of 3 concentric galleries, and those of 72 arches, which in turn sustain the sitting tiers. The amphitheatre had a sophisticated rainwater drainage system, with 3 large ring-shaped sewers beneath the gallery floors, and 2 main channels along the axis directing water towards the Adige River. The facade featured 3 levels of superimposed arches made of ammonitic limestone blocks from local quarries, arranged in a deliberate color pattern. The vaults were made of concrete, as were the interior parts of the radial walls, which were finished with an outer layer of cobblestones and bricks. As inscriptions now in the Maffeiano Lapidary Museum attest, the monument was adorned with stone, marble, and bronze sculptures, the surviving parts of which are preserved at the Roman Theatre's Archaeological Museum. The arena hosted gladiatorial games, hunts, and possibly boxing matches and executions. It is estimated to have held up to 30,000 spectators, arranged in 4 tiers of seating. In the first half of the 3rd century AD, the amphitheatre was still in use, but by the end of the same century, parts of it were repurposed for other buildings. The structure was eventually incorporated into the city's defensive walls, and almost the entire outer ring was demolished in the 6th century, during the reign of Theodoric, king of the Goths. Of the original facade, only a section remains today, known as the ala, consisting of 4 superimposed arches in the Tuscan order, which was stabilized between 1953 and 1955 by engineer Morandi. The sitting areas, from which much of the stone had been removed, were repeatedly rebuilt, starting in 1570, with significant restoration efforts undertaken from the late 19th century by the Verona municipality. As documented by written sources and confirmed by archaeology, between the early Middle Ages and the 19th century, the arena was used for housing and burials, a dumping ground, craft and trade activities, and accommodation for prostitutes. During the Renaissance, several artists and scholars studied and reproduced the monument, which became a favorite destination for travelers on the Grand Tour. From the 14th century to today, the amphitheatre has hosted festivals, tournaments, animal races, circuses, and theatrical performances. In 1913, to celebrate the anniversary of Giuseppe Verdi's birth, a production of Aida marked the beginning of the Opera Festival, which has been held for over 100 years, attracting enthusiasts from all over the world.